on the Nets because it's like, what else can you do about it?
Look, let's just move to the West as promised because we on segment 2.
All right, so the contenders in the Western Conference.
And well, let me throw this out here first. I think the playoffs is gonna be based on continuity. I got the Jazz, I got the Nuggets, and I had another team. And it's not the Lakers or the Clippers. Who else did I have? Portland, the Blazers, because they've been together for so long. You know what I'm saying? How could we not include them? So I just think that those teams, they've been together for so long. They know what they're going to do. They added pieces around everything that they already do, and they're going to be a better version of themselves. Whereas the Lakers, the Clippers, the Suns, they had, the Suns you might be able to say that about because they added Chris Paul and Jay Crowder. It wasn't like they really lost or nothing, but I'm not going to throw them in there yet, even though I'm very high on the Suns. I honestly think it could be a Suns-Sixers finals, but we'll get to that. Yeah, I said it. Why not? Why don't you think that?
There's no reason it couldn't happen, but there's also no reason that I can't walk outside and find out when the lottery ticket is.
Okay, so yeah, you know I'm outlandish.
What?
You know I'm outlandish. Like, you know, I come from left field.
You know what I mean? Not watch the finals if it was a youth. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Not watch the finals. You what? I will be watching all of it.
Yeah, like the name recognition on those teams alone will prevent them from happening, and that's because I got on my aluminum foil hat.
I think that would be watched because there's no clear, like, definitive winner. You can't say.
But there wouldn't be any name recognition associated with those two teams playing. Like
Chris Paul, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Devin Booker. It won't be no name recognition.
I'm talking about in the general population. How many out of not gay fans? I'm talking about just people in general who know who Joel Embiid is or Ben Simmons is, or
they should know by now.
I think your perception of how many actual people care about it in a non.
Don't say that.
Like we look at it from a different perspective. I'm looking at you. Got to look at it from the same people perspective.
I do.
Like they look at celebrities.
I do.
People.
I be on Twitter. Trust me. They don't talk about nobody but Steph, LeBron, and KD.
Yeah, because those are the
and hold on, and Dame and James Harden. Other than that, it's not really. It's like after that, it falls off. Then it's like Luka, Giannis. Then it fall off like a increment. Then it's like Dame because he always slept on, and then it really falls off. Because I'm the one.
There's a lot of like leaving out that I generally believe in, like Ja Morant. Like everybody should know who Ja Morant is, but he's on the fucking Grizzlies.
Yeah, but they should know. All I care about is the hardcore basketball fan. At this point, the hardcore basketball fans that's not gonna be like, because I see it on Twitter all the time. Oh, my favorite player not playing, he hurt, or he under COVID protocols, or whatever. Just let me know when the playoffs start. Like, that's not me. I watch all the games. I ain't gonna say all. I watch as many as possible when they come on, and then if need be, I need to go rewatch a game or watch a game that I missed. I will, hook my little streams up, and I will watch that game. I do, and then a lot of times, like when there's downtime, when I'm off work, and I'm not either busy doing something, I will be watching. I rewatch games. So, a lot of people not doing that. They just in the moment.
That's what I'm saying. Casual fans aren't going to tune in to watch the Jazz and the 76ers, but anyway.
Or no, the Suns. What about I was saying the Suns and the Sixers.
And nobody's talking about the Spurs. Even though I love their roster, what they're doing in their roster. But they just got so many young pieces.
They sneaky good, for real. Like, they're quiet good. They're quiet good.
They are a sneaky low seed, like, that could upset a higher seed.
That still has Greg Popovich.
Like, ain't he on his last leg? Like, I don't know last leg pop. He might go for the gusto. He might be like, man, we're playing the Clippers in the first round. Yeah, let's knock them out, and then I don't care after that. That's the championship. Play the Lakers in the first round and beat them somehow. I don't know how that would happen with Anthony Davis back, but okay. So you talking about the Lakers? You talking about where Boogie ended up
on the Clippers?
No, Boogie.
Yeah, Boogie, 10-day contract, Clippers.
Yep, he on the him and Rondo back at it again.
Yep. Man, okay, so what do you think about that, and what do you think about this iteration of the Lakers without Rondo and Dwight Howard, but with Drummond and Dennis Schroeder? I want to know what you think. I've been waiting to hear your take.
Okay, say that again so I can get it clear.
What do you feel like the Clippers are with Rondo and potentially Boogie? And what do you think are the Lakers' chances of repeating without Rondo and Dwight Howard, but with Dennis Schroeder and Andre Drummond? But you can start with the Clippers. So what are the Clippers with Rondo, and what are the Clippers with Rondo? We ain't gonna say Boogie because he's not signed to a full official contract. It's just 10 days. They might say no. So what about Rondo to the Clippers? Does that matter? I think coaching wise it does. But what do you think?
I think it makes Toronto lose job a lot easier.
That's it?
I mean, in the sense that if they can coexist, which is a Rondo thing, like he may get along with your front office coaching staff, or he might not.
True.
But for the most part, he adds a lot of value to the team just by his basketball knowledge and just. I literally watched him call out other teams' plays and blow them up.
Yes, sir. Especially in Chicago. When he was in Chicago and it was, oh my God, bruh.
He would literally call out other teams' out of bounds play, know where the ball is going, prevent it from going there, and fuck up their second option because he already fucked up their first option.
So do you think that's enough to get the Clippers over the hump to win a championship with Kawhi and Paul George?
I don't know if it's enough to get out of the West. I think between the West being so competitive, I think that was going to ultimately lead to a next championship. The fact that the West is like a gauntlet. It's like the East and the West are flip-flop again.
Yeah.
As far as product.
As far as what?
As far as like talent.
Like
the East is very top heavy.
It is. It's like top four. And then it becomes a question mark.
Right.
The West is like the whole 12. Or the whole 10, I'm sorry.
The West is a lot of great rosters with a lot of great players, but not necessarily top 10 NBA talent, which is like, you know what I mean? Yeah,
I know exactly what you mean. Like Portland. Because Portland got Dame and CJ, and then they got Nurkic. John Collins whenever he come back. Carmelo. They traded Gary Trent for Norman Powell.
A lot of great pieces. But those are, you know what I'm saying, all-star starting five.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Dame and CJ make it. But it's like... I know what I'm trying to say. You understand what I'm trying to say, but I want to make sure the listeners understand what I'm trying to say.
Hey, they'll get it one way or another because it's like we don't have to dumb ourselves down. Like they just need to get on our level, honestly. Because it's like the casual fan needs to understand that there's layers to this. It's not just okay. Before I even go into that, because I don't want to diss nobody. You know, I listen to the casual fans too because they have a perspective. But do you so who you got coming out the West? Who in the Western Conference Finals? The way everything's going right now, I don't even want you to say full health. Just your perspective, the way things are now, the way things will be when players do come back, from John Collins on Portland to Anthony Davis, LeBron to whatever. Who do you think is in the Western Conference Finals, and who do you think comes out on top?
The Lakers should have enough experience to will themselves through the Western Conference to get to the final, in my opinion. But I like everything that the Jazz did. They shored up a lot of the things that held them back in the bubble last year.
Which was health, really, because Bogdanovich was hurt.
And Murray showed his entire
rear end.
Career.
The
whole thing.
All of it.
And the fact that people don't talk about him more is crazy to me.
Who, Jamal?
Yeah.
He hasn't done enough this year. He's been inconsistent.
Still,
he's coming around now.
Like the players like Paul George was in the Miami series when he was on Indiana, like he's on the cusp of like his next major development.
See, but that would just mean that the cusp isn't enough. But then again, hold on. I ain't even trying to kill I'm not trying to kill your perspective, because you know what, you're right. Because what if Paul George had Rudy Gobert instead of Roy Hibbert? 0 point putting up self. And Danny Granger was healthy. Yeah. Like, cause I honestly.
Andrew Bynum, no reason.
Andrew Bynum. That's the last name I thought would come up.
You're welcome.
Andrew Bynum. Yeah, the one that Kobe kept together. Basically. Man, they sleep on Kobe so much. We ain't gonna even get into Kobe. You know, I could go on for hours about that. We don't got that much time.
I mean, we could always do the trial of Kobe Bryant.
Oh, what? The trial of Kobe? We never got around to doing the trial of LeBron. I don't even got all this. I mean, that stuff is in my back pocket. I don't have it to say no more. It's gonna make me sound like a hater.
I mean, that's kind of the point. And we can do
He said that's kind of the point, to make me sound like a hater. I would just point out stuff. That's all. Okay. Since we going there, I'm gonna just say this. I feel like LeBron teams are set up to elevate him to whatever max level he can be at the current time. At how old is he? 36, right? 37.
36.
Yeah, I'm 30, right? Shout out to Spring Dreams and RDC, but yeah, I'm 36.
I'm 30.
Like, so with him at 36, and before then, except Miami, and even Miami to an extent, the teams once he got to Miami and after were set up to basically elevate him to his highest level. Like, I felt like his first time in Cleveland, he was elevating his teammates for real and himself. Now I see LeBron kind of like, I put him and Russell Westbrook in the same category a little bit. Russell will, okay, let me break this down. What I mean by that is LeBron is going to me hold the ball until the climax of the play is at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna wait until you're actually in the position that you're supposed to be in your open, because this dude screened for you, and here you go, shoot that shot. As opposed to, here, take the ball, let it create its energy. I'm that guy. I'm the GOAT of this era. Here, just take the ball, let it create some energy. Bail out with me. He's not the bailout. He's and that's not his role. You know, he's not Kobe. But no, I'm just saying, because that's what, I mean, arguably, Kobe would get the ball in the last 8 seconds, right? Am I wrong? And I'm saying this at 8:24. That's so ironic. Man, rest in peace, Kobe. It's 8:24 right now. Wow. Yeah, but Kobe would get the ball a lot of times after Shaq with 8 seconds or less. He would, 10 seconds or less. And it was like, create a shot. The play broken. And he would do it. LeBron, on the other hand, he's holding the ball till about 10 seconds, and then he's kicking it. And then they got a quick moment in a triple threat to make a decision. If that decision don't work, they got to jack up some stupid shot or try to hurl the ball somewhere. But with AD and LeBron, it kind of covers it up. It make it not look so bad. Now we're seeing, what it is. Because you would think you got Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Kuzma, Morris, Drummond now, and, like, y'all can't win a game?
That's what I'm saying. It's like they have enough. All right, okay. To reiterate your LeBron point, which I understand, and I'm going to put a bow on, so it's not as information dense as you put it. Well, the knock on LeBron is that, like, the difference between LeBron and an actual point guard like Chris Paul, a distribute pass first point guard,
right,
who understands the offense, gets you set up in your position to make an easy shot.
Rondo.
That's the difference between what LeBron is and what an actual point guard is. LeBron will get you a shot in a moment from his gravity.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and it's good, though. It's good.
On him and pass out of that pressure and expect you to make that shot.
Right.
And that's a form of good offense. But the knock is that it's difficult to establish a rhythm as your teammate.
Yes.
When you never know you're gonna be getting the ball.
Right.
Which is like, that is my knock against LeBron's game. But I also understand that it's like that for a reason.
Right, and that's why I'm saying it's still good. Because it's like, you think about the players that's been put around LeBron, like I'll think recently, the Danny Green brick, then I go back to the Kyle Korver brick, and it's like, well, you can't expect those players to make that shot because they're not even getting a real feel for the ball. They're just getting it to you, and when they get it, they have to shoot it. They're not getting a chance to actually feel where they are within the flow. Like, they're just running around, running the play. They're not actually hands-on. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got to do this. I can move this, or if this dude do this, he react to this pump fake or this jab step, whatever, from the triple threat or whatever is going on. You might be on the go. I could pull a shot or something like that. Like, it's like you have to shoot when LeBron gives you the ball. You have to at that point, because it's like I said, at the end of the shot clock as well.
He did all the hard work for you. He did the math.
Yes.
He showed his work.
Yes.
Here's the answer.
He cleared the board for you. Here you go. Shoot the shot. Practice.
Right.
Practice?
Practice.
Not a game.
But that's the knock that I acknowledge against LeBron's game. I at least acknowledge that. But that's just